My name is Tien, and I'll be talking through my employee satisfaction predictor. So as we know, employers usually keep track of their employee satisfaction via surveys, might be a quarterly, annual basis, but they would like to understand their current employee population, how they're feeling, if there's any room for improvement or changes to make sure that everyone feels satisfied with their work that they're doing and to continue the great work that they're doing. But the tool that I have here not only allows you to understand what is happening current day, it also allows you to look ahead into the future and kind of get an estimate of what the satisfaction would be like if you had a certain team member or employee with a certain profile. So with this tool, you can identify the key factors that are influencing the employee satisfaction. You can then use that information to then develop strategies for different departments or different positions to optimize that satisfaction, and then also proactively addressing any issue before they impact the employee retention and lead to employee turnover. And lastly, as I mentioned, we're trying to really forecast the satisfaction trends with all of these factors here. So with my tool, after running the linear regression model, these are the 5 most important features that are predicting those employee satisfaction. As you notice, 4 out of the 5 has to do with the position. So this is very critical in terms of what is driving employee satisfaction. The 2 bottom or the 2 highest one are the interns and the junior developer, which makes me believe that the foundational or critical pieces of the job is what kind of makes or breaks a employee. And then we can see that the marketing department is the only department specific feature that made it into this list, which is a very interesting case. I also have some sample prediction here. So with the actual taking a look at the future, if we put in the factors of a particular employee or team member, we can then tweak each of these factors to then estimate the satisfaction rate. So keeping all things the same, we start with someone that is age 30, salary $70,000, analyst position at 48%. If we increase their salary by $30,000 to $100,000, it only increases the satisfaction rate by a couple of percent, which is very interesting. However, if we keep all else the same, but just change their position to an intern, it jumps up to 67%. So running all these types of scenarios can help us start to understand, what is working in one area that's not working in others. And so it drives a lot of questions that can help us understand how to best optimize the working environment for our employees. I also have the recommendations here. So if I am a people analytics personnel that is using this tool, I would recommend that we focus on the early career experiences, since it seems like that's where a lot of the satisfaction is driven from. I'll also want to take a look at the marketing department. They're the only ones that made it to this satisfaction important feature. So what is it that's driving that score so high? And lastly, I'll also want to improve the model by collecting more data points so that it straightens the model running in the background. And then for the actual project here, next steps would be to create a front-end application. I really want an interactive way for the users to go in and take a look at the different profiles, tweak each of the factors to see what the new rates are like. I also want to incorporate qualitative data. So for those that actually have text responses in their surveys, we can then overlay that to do some sentiment analysis to then even further identify what could be done to meet a employee satisfaction needs. All right, that wraps it up. Thanks, everyone.